What if we told you that in 2025, Donald Trump is planning to kick out people from 7 Asian countries? Yes, you heard that right. As part of his bold and controversial immigration crackdown, Trump is targeting 7 nations across Asia, countries whose citizens could soon face visa bans, mass deportations, and a total shutdown of legal entry into the U.S. But why these specific countries? Is it about crime, national security, or just political revenge? In this video, we reveal the 7 Asian countries Trump wants to remove from the U.S., the shocking reasons behind each one, and how this could reshape America's future forever. You don't want to miss this. If you're from Asia, your country might be on that list. And now, let's get started. Number 7, Laos. Laos is now on Trump's radar in the 2025 immigration crackdown, and not in a good way. U.S. officials claim that Laos has major issues when it comes to handling passports and travel documents. Officials claim the country often issues documents to individuals with unclear or even false identities, making it harder for the U.S. to verify who's coming through its borders. Trump's team believes this lack of identity verification poses a real threat to national security. But that's just one part of the issue. Deportation is another major point of tension. Under U.S. immigration law, anyone who overstays their visa or violates immigration rules is supposed to be deported. But what happens when their home country won't take them back? According to the U.S., Laos regularly delays or ignores deportation orders, creating a serious burden on immigration detention facilities and racking up significant costs. Trump's proposed solution is tough but straightforward. If Laos won't cooperate in taking its citizens back, it shouldn't be allowed to keep sending more people to the U.S. The result could be a full immigration freeze. The impact? Laotian students could lose access to U.S. education. Skilled workers may see doors closed. Families hoping to reunite could be stuck in limbo, or permanently divided. For the Lao American community, this has created deep concern. For the Lao American community, it's a painful situation. Many fear their relatives may never get the chance to visit or build a better life in the U.S., and the impact wouldn't stop there. Back in Laos, fewer people traveling abroad means fewer remittances flowing in. It also means fewer young people bringing home international experience and education, key tools for national progress and innovation. Trump has made it clear, until Laos improves document transparency, honors deportation agreements, and strengthens border protocols, restrictions will stay on the table. Can Laos meet these demands and repair its relationship with the U.S.? And what will become of the young Laotians whose dreams now hang in the balance? Before we move on to the next country, let us know in the comments, where are you watching from? We love hearing from you. Now, let's head to the next country on the list. Number 6, Cambodia. Cambodia is now under growing pressure as part of Trump's proposed immigration reforms for 2025. The U.S. government has raised concerns over the country's lack of cooperation and ongoing human rights violations. According to Trump's advisors, when a government fails to uphold civil liberties, it often fails to maintain proper screening processes for travelers or issue secure identity documents, and that, they warn, increases the chances of people entering the U.S. without proper background checks, some potentially hiding criminal histories. Another key issue is deportation. When Cambodian citizens break U.S. laws or overstay their visas, American policy says they should be sent back. But U.S. officials claim that Cambodia routinely resists these returns, delaying deportation or refusing to cooperate entirely. This causes legal gridlock and puts additional strain on America's already burdened immigration system, costing taxpayers more in the process. Trump's message is blunt. If a country won't take responsibility for its citizens, it shouldn't enjoy the full benefits of U.S. immigration. These may sound like diplomatic moves, but the real impact hits individuals and families. If the U.S. enacts travel restrictions on Cambodia, it could affect thousands. Students might lose scholarships. Workers could be blocked from job opportunities. Families living in the U.S. might find themselves cut off from relatives back home with no clear path to reunite. But beyond the personal consequences, there's a bigger picture. Cambodia's global reputation could take a serious blow. Being branded uncooperative might weaken diplomatic ties not just with Washington, but with other countries watching closely. Tourism and foreign investment, both crucial to Cambodia's economy, could suffer. To avoid this, Cambodian authorities would need to take real action, improving passport security, honoring deportation agreements, and making visible progress on human rights. But so far, there's little sign of major change. Will Cambodia step up before it's too late? Or are we heading toward a diplomatic breakdown that could shape the nation's international standing for years to come? Number 5, Myanmar. Myanmar is next on the list of Asian countries targeted in Trump's 2025 immigration crackdown. The main reason? a deep and ongoing political crisis, combined with serious human rights abuses. Ever since the military seized power in 2021, Myanmar has spiraled into instability. The country has seen mass protests, violent crackdowns, and continued internal conflict, all of which have made it highly volatile. Trump's administration argues that countries in chaos can't reliably screen or track their own citizens. Without a functioning system for background checks, there's concern that individuals with criminal records or extremist ties could slip through undetected. But Washington's concerns go even further. The U.S. has repeatedly condemned Myanmar for its mass detentions, crackdowns on free speech, and especially its treatment of ethnic minorities, including the Rohingya. According to Trump's team, these abuses are signs of a government that lacks control and credibility, making it a risky and unreliable partner in matters of immigration and international travel. Deportation is another key challenge. When Myanmar nationals violate U.S. immigration law or overstay their visas, they're supposed to be sent back. But U.S. officials say the Myanmar government is often uncooperative, slowing down or refusing to accept deportees. This creates bottlenecks in the immigration system and raises both legal and financial burdens for the United States. If Trump moves forward with proposed restrictions, the human impact could be dramatic. Students from Myanmar might lose scholarships or be denied new visas. Workers could be forced to return home, unable to renew permits. Families spread across borders may be unable to reunite. And for people seeking asylum from persecution, the U.S. could become unreachable. On a larger scale, the fallout might push Myanmar even further into global isolation. Fewer citizens traveling abroad means fewer links to international education, business, and development. The country may lose out on the very resources it needs to rebuild and modernize. So the question is, will Myanmar's leaders respond to international pressure and begin real reforms? Or will they continue down a path of isolation and crisis? Number 4, Thailand. Thailand has become a focus of Trump's 2025 immigration restrictions, not because of terrorism or border violations, but due to a highly controversial decision made nearly a decade ago. In 2015, Thailand deported 45 Uyghur refugees back to China, sparking international outrage. Human rights organizations accused Thai authorities of endangering lives and violating asylum protections. The U.S. reacted strongly, issuing sanctions and visa bans against those responsible. For Trump's team, this incident raised serious concerns. They believe Thailand's actions revealed a lack of commitment to protecting vulnerable populations and respecting international law. In their view, if a country fails to defend basic refugee rights, it brings into question whether its passport system can be trusted and whether it upholds the values expected in global immigration partnerships. Another concern, outside influence. The deportation decision, critics say, showed that Thailand may have folded under pressure from Beijing. That kind of political vulnerability, Trump's administration argues, makes the country unreliable when it comes to managing immigration in a secure and independent way. Now, Thailand is facing potential consequences. The U.S. is weighing stricter visa policies, which could impact Thai tourists, international students, and skilled professionals. Families in the U.S. might struggle to bring over relatives. American universities and businesses could lose access to top Thai talent, all due to longer visa processing times or outright denials. And the economic hit could be severe. Thailand's tourism industry, still recovering from the global pandemic, depends heavily on American visitors. New travel barriers could cost the country millions. Education, too, may suffer. Fewer students going abroad means fewer bringing back new ideas, training, and global perspectives that help Thailand grow. But this issue extends beyond just one country. Trump's stance sends a strong message across Southeast Asia. Refugee rights matter, and there are real consequences for nations that ignore them. The U.S. is making it clear values and accountability play a role in immigration access. Number 3, Pakistan. Pakistan is one of the countries targeted in Trump's 2025 immigration agenda. And the driving force behind this decision is national security. U.S. officials have long accused Pakistan of giving safe haven to terrorist groups. While Islamabad has taken steps to combat extremism, Trump argues those efforts haven't gone far enough. But it's not just about terrorism. Trump's administration also points to weak cooperation when it comes to immigration procedures. One of the biggest challenges? Background checks. According to U.S. authorities, verifying the identity of Pakistani applicants is extremely difficult. Many records are outdated, incomplete, or unreliable, making it easier for high-risk individuals to go undetected during the visa process. Trump's view is firm. If a country can't provide dependable information about its citizens, then those citizens shouldn't be granted entry. Deportation is another sticking point. When Pakistani nationals violate U.S. immigration laws or overstay their visas, the U.S. expects Pakistan to take them back. But officials say Pakistan often resists or delays the return process. This creates a backlog in immigration courts and adds strain to detention facilities, something Trump's team sees as a failure of international responsibility. If these immigration restrictions are implemented, the impact could be severe. Thousands of Pakistani students dreaming of an American education might see those dreams shattered. Skilled professionals in fields like tech, healthcare, and research may be unable to extend their work visas. And for families already living apart between the two countries, reunification could become nearly impossible. The diplomatic fallout could be just as serious. Pakistan-U.S. relations, already complicated, might face further deterioration. Trade deals, military cooperation, and strategic partnerships could all be affected if a ban is enforced. Critics argue this policy hurts regular people, students, workers, families, while doing little to fix the root problems. Still, Trump defends the move, saying national safety must come before all else. Number 2, Vietnam. Vietnam has emerged as one of Asia's fastest-growing economies. But in 2025, it's facing new challenges on the international stage. Under Trump's proposed immigration crackdown, Vietnam is now among the countries he wants to restrict from entering the United States. The core issue? Deportation disputes. U.S. officials say that Vietnam has repeatedly refused or delayed the return of its citizens who have overstayed visas or committed crimes in the U.S. Trump's administration views this as more than just a diplomatic snag. They see it as a serious legal and security failure. The problem becomes even more complex when it involves people who arrived in the U.S. decades ago, especially post-Vietnam War immigrants who never obtained U.S. citizenship. When those individuals break the law, deportation becomes the legal next step. But if Vietnam refuses to accept them, the U.S. is left with few options. Trump's team says this refusal to cooperate leaves the American system strained and calls it unacceptable. As a result, Trump is proposing a sweeping response, halting or severely restricting visas for most travelers from Vietnam. That could mean long delays or outright denials for students, tourists, and temporary workers. And for Vietnamese American families, reunification efforts may come to a halt, affecting thousands who hope to bring parents or siblings to the U.S. The potential fallout is significant. Vietnamese students make up a large part of international enrollment at U.S. colleges and universities. Their absence could affect campus diversity and funding. On the other side, fewer Vietnamese professionals traveling to the U.S. could slow Vietnam's access to global skills and experience, limiting innovation and progress back home. Vietnamese officials have tried to push back. They argue that many of these deportation cases involve individuals who are no longer Vietnamese citizens. But Trump's administration disagrees, insisting that if someone was born in Vietnam, they should be repatriated regardless of how long they've been away. This disagreement is more than a bureaucratic fight. It's a legal standoff and a political flashpoint. Will Vietnam agree to work more closely with the U.S. on deportation policy? Or will it stand its ground, risking a total freeze in immigration ties? The answer could shape the future of thousands of lives and redefine U.S.-Vietnam relations for the next decade. Number 1. Afghanistan. Why is Afghanistan sitting at the very top of Trump's 2025 travel ban list? The core reason is national security. With decades of war, deep instability, and the Taliban firmly in control, Trump argues the risks are simply too high. But is banning all travelers the right move? According to the administration, Afghanistan's government lacks the infrastructure to conduct reliable background checks. Without a trusted verification process, the U.S. fears bad actors could slip through unnoticed. But does that justify blocking innocent refugees, students, and families fleeing chaos? Another issue is deportation. U.S. officials say Afghanistan won't cooperate in taking back citizens who overstay visas or break laws. With the Taliban's grip on power, some argue normal state functions are nearly impossible. Yet Trump insists, if a nation won't take responsibility for its citizens, it shouldn't be granted visa privileges. The impact? Thousands of Afghan students, workers, and families now face closed doors. Dreams of studying in the U.S., reuniting with relatives, or escaping danger may be permanently delayed or destroyed. Is this policy protecting America or isolating people in need? There's also concern about long-term effects. If Afghan students can't access global education, who will rebuild the country? Does cutting off talent today mean a weaker Afghanistan tomorrow? The U.S. says the travel ban stays unless the situation improves. But with Afghanistan's crisis ongoing, that improvement may not come soon. So the question remains, should America close the door entirely? or find a way to protect its borders while offering hope to those who need it most? Trump's immigration strategy is moving fast. Will it reshape U.S. policy or deepen global divides? So, there you have it, the 7 Asian countries Donald Trump wants to remove from the U.S. in 2025. Whether it's about national security, immigration pressure, or political posturing, one thing is clear. This move could shake up millions of lives and redefine America's global relationships. Do you think these policies will actually happen? Are they about protecting the country or pushing a deeper agenda? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. We're reading everyone. If you found this video eye-opening, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you never miss our latest updates on world politics, immigration, and global affairs. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.